My name is Mark Chapman, and I'm an artist from LA, and I make ugly things beautiful. In my artistic vision, I document what is left behind from our existence, from our rampage. It's where it all decays. Something alive amidst the decay. It has a pulse. It's where the grime is, the grit is, the texture of life. I find these things attractive. Their ugliness is beautiful to me. And at times it's quite frightening. At other times it's invigorating and exciting. I don't know what I hope to accomplish by documenting these things, but I feel it's the last thing I can do. I tend to find beauty in ugly things or looked over things. These are the things that are left from our conquest. We came, we saw, we conquered, and in the process we destroyed ourselves. The concrete, the steel, urban life, they're just a part of the landscape, and nobody pays attention to them. But I do. So I see these things and I want to capture them, document them. I see a lot of metaphors in these images, in this urban landscape, like the barbed wire, the chains, the locks. Part of me is behind those chains. Part of all of us. I just want to show people. I want to, reveal that to them. Hopefully, they'll see they see the same things I do. But as an artist, that's rarely true. My style is very documentative. In life, we have a wide angle of view. Sometimes I like to be a window that's facing the ugly and the grime. If you're in a room with only one window, and that window is looking out to this barbed wire fence with chains on it, then you'd think more about it. I like to force people to think. A part of it is to reveal these things to normal people, but I feel that nobody really cares. But that's art. We're still cutting down the rainforest faster than it can replenish. We're still polluting the air, the earth. We're still slaughtering animals on mass scales. These things cannot continue. The earth is a finite rock. It can't sustain our way of life forever. I'm surprised it's lasted this long. The people of the city that create the grime, that create the decay, I don't normally document them, because in the world I see, that the world we're creating, if we don't take responsibility and take control of our progress after it all goes to shit, we don't exist anymore. For now, that's the only future I can see, and it's a dark one. The end of the world. And these people in this park, people having fun and laughing and singing and just ignoring the urgent crisis around them. The average person wouldn't know what to do if the fucking lights went out tomorrow. They wouldn't know what to do without their iPhones and computers and laptops. Technology has, we're in the middle of a technological revolution, and what do? We design it to make our lives easier, for convenience. We have the ability to learn everything at the touch of a button. And what do? We watch reality shows, text each other emojis. We're like a child with a new toy. We're just pushing the pretty buttons. We don't even know what they do. The masses that are just dumbed down by all this media. And I don't want to talk down to the masses, because I feel the proletariat, if you will, are our only hope. No, I'm not a communist, but I invented communism when I was a little kid, as far as I knew, you know. I was in the car with my mom, I don't know how old I was, and the man on the radio said that there were now more cars in America than there were people. And I said to my mom, I was like, well, if there's more cars than there are people, why doesn't everyone just have a car? Why can't they just give everyone a car? And she said, oh, that's communism, and that's just not how, that's not how we do things here. And I just thought that was stupid, I thought, like, that didn't make any sense to me, And it's like, why are there so many different kinds of refrigerators? Why don't they just make the best one, technologically speaking, the best one, and have that for everyone? It's everything's a business. But a communist, somewhat, but more than that, technically I'm an anarchist, which, many anarchist philosophers have stated, the highest form of anarchism would be anarcho-socialism. That's just communism without a state or a dictator or, a class system. And that's what I believe. I believe we could do that. So when I'm out there documenting these things, I'm not trying to get my beliefs across in the imagery. I guess that may be somewhat what drives my motivation, but I don't think I'm trying to convey my message of that philosophy. Sometimes I play with the idea of making art that no one will see. Sometimes I would spray paint images in places no one would go to, except for maybe some explorer. Most graffiti artists want to be seen, but I like the idea of making art that you have to hunt for, or that is a surprise, a treasure hidden away in, some urban landscape, urban maze. So making videos that potentially no one will see. Yeah, there's no point to it, but sometimes there's no point to art. It's just what you do. In my opinion, most art, there's no point to any of it. Art is useless. It just hangs on a wall. It serves no function. Even though it is useless, it's still sought after. It enriches people's lives just to have it. But yeah, sometimes it's pointless, but sometimes it has to be done.